To another day of our daily Devos in the Psalms. We've hit the big one, everybody. We've hit the big one. Psalm 119, 176 verses. Buckle up, y'all. It's going to be a wild ride going through the longest chapter in the entire Bible. But interestingly, if you were to read this psalm in Hebrew, it has the Hebrew alphabet, and it has every section is another letter of the alphabet. There are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, and there are 22 sections in this chapter, all broken up by a different letter in the alphabet. And there's 8 verses in each section. So I thought that we will do a video for each section. That way we could just take it one block at a time, and it'll kind of help keep it from one being too long, and two from it'll just keep everything compartmentalized the same way that the original writer would have written it. Also, interestingly, is every line of the poem, if you will, in the Hebrew would start with that letter. So under Aleph, every line would start with that same Hebrew letter. So kind of fun. We lose the visual benefit of that in English, but still kind of cool to know that. Good trivia. So if you ever need to give Ken Jennings a run for his money on Jeopardy, and you get a Bible category, now you will be just a little bit more equipped for that one category. All right. So here we go. We're going to jump into Psalm 119, verses 1 through 8. And I think maybe what we might do is maybe I'll do like 2 videos a day. That way we would finish the chapter in 11 days instead of 22. So we don't spend like almost an entire month on Psalm 119. Maybe if we do 2 a day, like we'll get done. Maybe we'll do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But regardless, we're going to be going through the Word of God at least 1 per day. So we're going to be seeking God. We're going to be listening to His Word, what He has to say to us. And so hope you'll continue to come along for the ride. Also, it'd be great if you could like and comment and share and do all those good things. It just helps more people find what we're doing here together. And drop a comment. Let me know if you're doing something fun for Memorial Day. And hey, mentioning Memorial Day, thank you to all of those that are actively serving in the military. But we know that today is actually to honor and remember those who paid the ultimate price. And so, if you know someone that has served, then you probably know someone that knows someone that has died in the line of duty, and give them a little extra pat on the back, a handshake, a hug. Tell them thank you, and tell them that their friend's sacrifice means something. All right, so we're going to jump in to Psalm 119, verse 1. How happy are those whose way is blameless, who walk according to the Lord's instruction. Happy are those who keep His decrees and seek Him with all their heart. They do nothing wrong. They walk in His ways. You have commanded that your precepts be diligently kept. If only my ways were committed to keeping your statutes, then I would not be ashamed. Then, when I think about all your commands, I will praise you with an upright heart. When I learn your righteous judgments, I will keep your statutes. Never abandon me. So just the overarching, like the in-your-face word here is obedience. Do you currently live a life of obedience? And if you don't currently live a life of obedience, it would be good to just kind of step back and ask yourself the question, Why? Why don't I live a life of obedience? Why don't I prioritize keeping the Lord's instruction? Because usually we have some sort of thought process disconnect when we are not a people of obedience, or we have a significant hang up, habit, we have maybe some sort of spiritual stronghold that has kind of taken over a particular area of our lives. And so when you find areas of your life where obedience is lacking, it's really good to stop and evaluate and look at it and ask yourself the tough questions of why. Why is this true? Why is this the way it is? Why am I responding this way? Why am I doing it this way? And then just look at the benefits. How happy are those whose way is blameless, who walk according to the Lord's instruction? Happy are those who keep his decrees and seek him with all their heart. I mean, I just feel like that needs to be highlighted. So we're going to jump there and highlight that. They do nothing wrong. They walk in his ways. You have commanded that your precepts be diligently kept. If only my ways were committed to keeping your statutes. Man, then how good my life would be. You know, it's kind of like, what are you saying? You know, if only my ways were committed to keeping your statutes, then I would be happy. Then I would be at peace. Then I would know. So man, if peace and joy and righteousness and happiness all find themselves concentrated in the realm of obedience to God, we need to step up our game. You know, we need to understand the value and the meaning of obedience to God. And I think that is the overwhelming message that you get out of these first 8 verses. It is just obedience, 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 just beating it through our heads. So let's choose today to, one, do a little self-reflection on what areas am I not obeying God in? Because I'm just guessing you're probably not perfect. So just do a little bit of research on your own heart. Do a little reflection and just say, okay, Rick, where are you not honoring God? Where are you not obeying? And then if it's not completely blatantly obvious, like slapping you in the face, then follow it up and ask the question, why? Why is that area of my life so significantly out of alignment? I think that the answers might surprise you, but certainly the answers will be helpful to get it out of the way so that we can begin to walk in obedience. And when we walk in obedience, he'll never abandon you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Come on. We want to be a people of obedience. That way he will never abandon us, which, shoot, he sticks with us pretty good even in the midst of all of our crazy disobedience. With that, I just wish you the very best Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. God bless y'all. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.